Welcome back to another episode of the Lore Drop. I am your wonderful Dungeon Master, Jason. Today, as always, I'm joined by Julian.
Hello, I'm Nero.
Ben.
Hello, I'm Regulus.
And Val.
Hi, I'm Dumania.
All right, quick housekeeping before we start the recap. I'm implementing a homebrew rule for our spellcaster, Regulus, and I'm calling it Arcane Recharge. Basically, the way it works is during a short rest, you can expend a number of hit dice equal to what kind of spell slot you want to regain. For the only healer and the only spellcaster of the group to not have spells, especially with like consistent combat, like back-to-back combat, it's going to suck. So, for example, if you expend 1 hit die, you get a first level spell. If you expend 2 hit die, you get a second level spell or 2 first level spells. So that's how that rule works. Easier to have our only spellcaster have spells. So, all right. How about a little bit of a recap? During the last session, you all continue your talks with Shade, who reveals herself to be Nero's aunt, Lorana. She tells you about her relationship with Nero's mother and everything that happened leading up to her presence on Ethren. During this story time, something shifts in her demeanor, which kick up a rage in her attacking Nero. During the scuffle, you all realize her actions are not her own, as she forces out instructions to find the Church of Saint Saya. You all rush over and find the church, quickly entering inside while being greeted by its sole caretaker, a topaz dragonborn named Ing. There he explains that the stone used to create this church can withstand the psychic effects of whatever is affecting the Ethren population outside. He then lets you all rest for a little while, before escorting you to the cellar of the church, revealing an old entrance to the abandoned salt mines underneath the town. There, you venture through the corridors and tunnels of the mine. Eventually, you come upon an open cavern lived in by a few underground dwellers. You meet a triplet of boggles, a bullywug, a sentient mushroom, and a herringon named Oyster. There, he explains further what is brainwashing the town, revealing that an aberration has been living in the mines, feeding off of fake creatures dropped here through random rifts similar to how Oyster arrived. He offers to join up and potentially take care of this threat, and hopefully finding Demonia's brother Hugo in the process. So yeah, you guys are just in their little commune campsite area in this cavern, and you guys are all just having like a quick meal before you all head out. If there's anything you wanted to do or talk to Oyster about in the meantime, you guys can. Regulus, you can expend your hit die for spell slots.
I shall meditate my spells back.
But yeah, if there's anything you guys want to do or anything like that, otherwise we start exploring the cave.
I think I'm good to go.
I am also good to go.
Me too.
Yeah, Oyster, you see him grab, like, he has a bunch of vials and, like, jars of mini ecosystems. One jar has, like, a bunch of moss and dirt and is filled with water, and you see just a couple of, like, little insects and snails inside of it. And he just kind of has these all kind of, like, dangle around him. And he says, "All right, everyone, let's get this show on the road now, shall we?"
Yeah.
I do gotta warn you that the effects of this spectator kind of comes in waves. So Oyster kind of leads you through the cavern, and he says goodbye to the bullywug and the boggles. But yeah, you guys head through the tunnels. You guys are hurrying through. Oyster has a very specific set path and knows where to go, and kind of leads you in this almost maze of tunnels. You see some of these tunnels are made decades ago when the mines were active. Some of these, Oyster says, have been dug out by him and his friends down below. They've had to make some paths because some of the tunnels made by the mines are definitely unstable. But yeah, he leads you through for a while, and maybe about an hour or so goes by until you guys come up to this one tunnel, and very clearly on the ground is a bright, like, red painted line. You see that Oyster stops you guys like 15, 20 feet away from it, and he says, "All right, so when we pass that line, things are gonna get a little funky. Just gotta let you guys know right now. Are you ready?"
I'm ready.
Ready?
I'm ready.
He walks up to the line and takes a step first. You see him wince, and, like, Oyster grabs his head, and you see him, like, flinch and a single like drip of blood comes out from his nose. He says, "Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, come on through." And waits for you guys to cross the line. So as you do, I want you to all roll wisdom saves.
7.
I'm praying. Oh, 12.
8.
Okay.
Let's go.
So each of you take 2 psychic damage.
Ow.
As you just feel this, like, almost something wash through you and cling to you. And you feel like whenever you get water in your nose from swimming, that burning sensation in the back of your nose is just ever so, like, slightly tingling there. And each of you have, like, a bit of blood drip from your nose.
Oh, alright. So how much further do we have to go?
It's just a straight shot. But every little bit it gets tougher, so just be prepared.
Alright.
Okay, so he's going, he leads you another like 60, 70 feet, and you see another red line, and he says, "All right, brace yourselves, this one gets a little hard," and steps forward, and you see him like fall to a knee and kind of, "Okay, all right, let's go," and gestures for you guys to come. I need more wisdom saves from all 3 of you.
2.
22.
Oh,
What the?
13.
Ooh. Not 20 from Demonia? Sheesh.
Sheesh.
Okay, so Demonia, you take 4, the other 2 take 8 with psychic damage.
Oh.
You guys both collapse to one knee. Demonia, you catch yourself against the wall. It is excruciating in your head. So you're feeling this pain, and for brief moments in your head, all 3 of you can recognize that this is Shade's voice. You hear her say, they're in church, we need to go to the church now. Whispering in your brain, you hear the sprite from the bar, "May I take a coat, sir?" As if those people are talking in this moment, and are you hear what they're saying and what they're thinking.
Whoa. I know everything.
I don't like this kind of omniscience.
Yeah, it's very odd. You're just like, you're hearing like dozens of other voices, just like just whispering and passing through your thoughts. Yeah, you go another 60, 70 feet, where you see that this tunnel now opens up into a cavern. I want everyone to roll perception checks.
9.
14.
17.
Get these bad rolls out of the way early.
Yeah, so Regulus, with your 9, you're just wincing from this pain. The blood from your nose is clotting up in your fur on your face, and you're really like trying to like keep this complexion of like being a neat person, and are just focusing on wiping and cleaning it off. Nero and Demonia, you guys are a little more stalwart in your composure, and you look up and you see an almost like perfectly carved out spherical cavern. You see the ceiling is dappled with stalactites of this dark stone. On the floor, you see riddled throughout dozens of bones from varying sizes of creatures throughout the whole room. In the center, you see a deep red mass of flesh and tendrils slowly hover in the air. You see that a couple of its tendrils are wrapped around this bright blue crystalline pillar that stretches from floor to ceiling. And with every pulse of this pillar, a shock of electricity shoots through this monster's body, holding the glow in its veins and its single eye, igniting it with this very intense stare. Demonia, what you see specifically, is with every thrum of energy emitting off of what you can see now is the lodestone of the island, the shadow of the monster casts itself on the floor in front of it, revealing a handful of bloodied and battered humanoids, one of them being Hugo. Amongst him are a handful of other sprites, and just people that, assuming, lived on the island. And you see that they are all in various states of consciousness. As you guys enter, we're going to roll initiative.
8.
15.
8. You're nice.
Okay, so before the combat starts, you feel that this tether or wave of psychic energy kind of subsides. You see that Oyster speaks up and he says, that is not a spectator. That is much stronger than a spectator.
What do you mean?
And you see he looks mortified. That right there is a mind witness. Maybe like a big brother to a spectator.
But like less than a beholder, or
A little less than a beholder, but definitely bigger than a spectator.
goodness. Well, what chance do we stand against it?
I think we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Very well. All right.
I guess also before combat, if any of you want to roll some sort of arcana or survival check to glean any information about this mind witness, I'll allow it.
Could I use insight?
Yes, you can use insight.
Oh, perfect. It's still a 12.
Oh, 11.
Okay, I'll roll survival. 14.
Okay. I'll say all three of you may in one way, shape, or form have read about the family of aberrations, where there's beholders, mind witnesses, spectators, gazers, and you can all clearly see that it is feeding off the energy of the island's lodestone. So you see, like I said, a couple of tendrils are wrapped around the lodestone pillar, and you see that it is like absorbing some of that energy. Whatever this mind witness can do is potentially being enhanced by the lodestone. Just to let you know.
Perhaps we should sever the tendrils first.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Does it recognize our presence?
It definitely sees you guys.
Oh, hello.
Can a lodestone be broken?
If you try to, this island will plummet to the below.
Ah.
But it is an option.
So, yes. Yes. Just gotta warn you. Okay, so, top of the order, that is Regulus. So the mind witness is currently 80 feet from you, and in front, 10 feet in front of him is Hugo.
So where is the lodestone from here as well?
It's 10. It's basically like 5 feet behind the mind witness.
Okay. I don't know if I have spells that would be useful for severing the tendrils around the lodestone, but if one of you can do that in my stead, maybe I can, I don't know, distract it. What do you think?
Yeah, I got a great spell for it.
Sword.
Well,
I cast sword.
A great sword spell.
perfect. All right. I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself,
Okay.
and then take my 35 feet forward towards the perceiver.
The mind witness.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You rush forward. As you get closer, so you see a bunch of there's currently like 6 individuals on the ground around the mind witness. One of them is Hugo, and you see that Hugo is fully missing an arm and a leg.
Ooh.
And is like on the ground. He's like, one half of his face is like bloodied and bruised. He just sees you running to him, and like a couple of the people around him, you just all start hearing them whimper in various tones. Help us, please. You cast Protection and Remove Good on yourself and run up. All right, next is Oyster's turn. He's like, I don't know, let's dance. I don't know what to say here. And is going to cast Enhance ability on Nero.
Whoa, I feel pumped. even though I don't know what ability. I just feel pumped.
He's going to he's going to give you Bear's Endurance. So you have advantage on Constitution checks. This is just Constitution checks, not saves. But you do get 11 temporary HP.
Oh yeah.
What you see is a bunch of like mycelium tendrils clasp around your collarbone, almost to make like a necklace.
Cool.
Feels a little like tingly, as the tendrils of mycelium just kind of wrap around you for a little bit.
Thanks, Oyster.
Hey, no problem, friend. And that is the end of his turn. And that is now Demonia. My witness is 80 feet from you.
Okay. How far is Regulus?
Regulus is 35 from you.
Can I walk up 20 feet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shoot it. Wait, where would I aim?
Are you aiming for the tendrils, or are you aiming just for the monster itself?
How many tendrils does it have?
Roll a perception check real quick while I look up the visuals of it. Of my
Roll a perception check
24?
so I find the answer. Oh my god, natural 20.
Hey.
Holy shit, 2 natural 20s. Demonia's killing.
Yeah, you roll 2 natural 20s. You see that it has, on its bottom half, it has 4, and on its top half, it has 6.
Oh my gosh.
You see that its bottom tendrils are the ones wrapped around the lodestone. I will also say that to get a clear shot, you do need to move like sideways and like pivot around my witness.
Oh, okay. So then, can I move 20 feet forward side-ish?
Yeah. You basically like strafe step to the left or right, whichever one. I'll say that you do have a clear enough shot if you want to shoot at one of the tendrils.
Okay, yeah, I'll shoot at a bottom one. 19.
That absolutely hits. Are you doing your trick shot?
Yeah, I'll do a dazing shot.
Okay, so it's a con save. What is the
DC 13.
They rolled a 17. So unfortunately your dazing shot doesn't do the effects that you hoped, but you still do 13 piercing damage at one of the tendrils. You see the tendrils, the tendril you shoot at is like fully wrapped around the pillar and slowly slinks off of it for a moment. Yeah, you fuck it up. All right, Nero, that's you.
Whoa! I'm pumped. Is it a action to take a potion?
I'm a homebrew ruling it to be a bonus action to
Cool.
do that.
I'll do that then. I would like to take a potion of healing.
Okay,
I roll, right?
2d4 plus 2.
10. Oh shit.
Oh, Max!
Oh, I'm fucking back. I
Yes!
can see.
you butt chug
I
it.
can fight. Holy shit! Awesome.
Oh yeah, this is an aside, but in one of my private games, I did make a homebrew rule, and I'm going to allow it, that if you take a full action to butt chug a healing potion, it'll double the it'll double the effects of what you heal.
Oh, I like that rule. That's nice.
so yeah,
Remember that for next time. Whenever we get a potion next time.
I will say that like it's your full action, and then you start your next turn prone because you have to get on the ground and butt chug.
Oh, so it's like, okay, I see. That's okay. That makes it kind of fair.
So yeah, just to let you know, I'm really excited now for you to, in the middle of combat, take your pants off. And
Oh, you're being. I thought butt chug was
Butt chug.
slang.
No,
I thought
you chug
it was
from your
slang
ass.
for something. It's literally in your butt.
yeah,
Time to employ the kilt.
I don't think
need
Nero
not
would
wear
ever
anything.
do that. Maybe
Yeah.
another character one of these days. I don't know if Nero would ever do butt chug.
this is totally just me. Like I did this in a private game, and it's a fun rule because like it's funny as hell, but also like kind of helpful. But obviously, because butt chugging
Come on.
in real life, when you drink alcohol, you get fucked up quicker. So when you do with a
true.
potion of healing, the effects are greater because it happens instantaneously. So, anyways, that's another homebrew rule. along with Arcane Recharge. So, all right.
Yeah, Arcane Recharge and Butt Chug. Remember those fucking the fucking contrast of use between those two. I feel is very funny.
Okay, so what else are you doing?
So bonus action. So you said these tendrils are holding onto pillars that are kind of strengthening this thing.
Yes, it's like supercharging it.
Okay, and in the center, it's pretty much on top of the lodestone.
It's like, so the lodestone is an entire pillar that reaches from floor to ceiling, and the Mind Witness is in front of it, like off the ground, and its tendrils are around it.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so all tendrils are around it.
Oh, sorry. Just 4 of its. So it has like 4 bottom tendrils and 6 top tendrils. The top tendrils are have eyes on them. The 4 bottom tendrils are just like articulated like arms. Only the four bottom ones are attached.
Okay. And so you said Hugo is how many feet in front of the?
10 feet in front of it on the ground.
Okay, how far are both of them away from me?
They're
said 80, right?
Yeah, they're 80 feet.
80 feet, okay.
So technically, Hugo's 70 feet, and then the Mind Witness is 80. Also, once again, put it out there, distance in a theater of the mind game, we can be a little chill with for the most part. But obviously, if it's like 80 plus feet, then we'll keep in mind. But if it's like it gets into like 20, 30 feet of like being closer to a monster, then I'll say you can go up to them.
Okay, then I guess what I'll do is just move up. That's really all I can do.
Okay. So yeah, you get to your full 30 feet. If you want, you can dash action.
I used a bonus action for the.
But you can use your action to dash.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah, I'll dash then. Yeah, I'll go 60 full feet.
Yeah. So you run past Regulus, and you're now 10 feet away from Hugo.
All right. How does he look? Like, I know you said he's missing like 2 limbs, but is he unconscious like fully?
He's definitely conscious, but he's like not really registering what's happening.
And is he like, is he wrapped up in something or what? Like,
he's just on the ground. Like his clothes are ripped up. It looks like, not to be vulgar or not to describe a lot, but it looks like his limbs were bit off of him.
Okay. I guess Nero will just say, "Don't worry, everyone, help has arrived," and that's it.
Of course. All fucked up. All right, that is the end of your turn. That is now the Mind Witness's turn. You see its 6 tendrils with eyes on top of its head kind of shoot up and face all of you, and it's going to shoot. I'll need everyone to roll a strength saving throw.
Okay. 23.
Fuck. I rolled an 8.
16.
Okay, so Regulus and Nero, you guys save. Demonia, you feel your body tighten and get constricted as all of you see Demonia start floating up into the air and is now held up 30 feet in the air, just floating there. And you're basically incapacitated until its next turn. Or, sorry, restrained. So you have no movement speed, but you can attack still.
Okay.
Good thing she got the one with the gun.
That's a good point. It's a very good point.
That's true. All right, that is now Regulus's turn. Oh, wait, no, it's not. At the top of the initiative, it is the first lair action.
What? Whose? The entire layer?
Yeah. So lair actions, for those who don't know, lair actions are like terrain or environment actions that happen naturally.
Oh.
So everyone roll a dexterity save.
Dexterity 22.
12.
18.
Okay, so everyone but Regulus succeeds. So, Regulus, you take 6 lightning damage, and Nero and Demonia, you take 3 lightning damage. As you see the lodestone thrum with energy as it like rapidly starts vibrating and flashing, and you see streaks of lightning and electricity shoot throughout the entire cavern, just like tendrils of lightning reaching from the ground, the ceiling, and like essentially whipping all of you with lightning. You also see Oyster get fucked up too.
Oyster, no!
I'm fine.
Okay.
That is now Regulus's turn.
Oh, all right. I'm going to close I'm going to use my other 35 feet of movement to get up to Hugo. And then, does he look like he needs to be stabilized?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on him.
Okay.
And just make sure he's all right. Can I draw as well, or would that be considered casting?
No, it just counts as a bonus action.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! So I go up and I gently caress his cheek. We're here now. And then I draw my card for my dual disc.
Thank you. Your dual disc. Yeah, this is a very cool visual. So you bend down and cast Spare the Dying, and you see almost like projections of a handful of tarot cards wash over his body, like you're spreading the deck over him, and you see that the cards just kind of fade into his chest, and he starts glowing with this energy. And then you like whip out your deck and pull a card. Roll a d6.
5.
Which card do you pull?
The arrow. The arrow grants the target creature a bonus action. Take the dash action, disengage, or dodge. Can I give that to anyone?
Yes, you can give it to anyone.
As I pull the card out, without even looking, I just flick it behind me to go straight to Nero.
Awesome.
Whoa,
What a cool
double
guy.
pumped.
Very much like Gambit, you just like charge it with energy and card throw it to Nero. And
Hell yeah.
Nero, you just get hit with a piece of paper. It's cardboard. You see it like slaps your forehead, and then you feel this energy course through you.
Oh, everyone's powering me up. Let's go.
Oh, fuck. You see Nero? Yeah, Nero is like, he looks coked up right now.
Oh, God. My veins are just bulging out.
If you could like hear just the air around you, it'd just be like just vibrating. So on your turn, as a bonus action, you could take the dash, disengage, or dodge action.
Nice.
That is now the end of your turn. That is now Oyster. Oyster is he's going to not do much. He's going to bonus action cast Shillelagh. It glows with this green tint to it, and you see that mushrooms and stuff start growing on it. And you see him just start running forward. And he's going to take his dash action. So he's going to go 60 feet, basically up to where Regulus is, and is like standing beside you, and is basically just ready to attack on his next turn. That is now Demonia. You are floating in the air.
Whee! If I stay in his like tendril, what will happen to me? Like, or am
So
I just
you're not in his tendril. You're just being held up by a telekinetic ray. You're not being held by anything. This is an effect that you can't really escape.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, you can't move, but you can shoot if you want.
Can I just shoot at this the same one I shot before?
Absolutely.
Oh, 8.
With a natural one, you just shoot wide. It like pings off the lodestone, and just a tiny shard of it kind of flies off.
Never mind. Can I use second wind?
Yeah, absolutely.
6.
Yeah, you do second wind and you heal yourself up for 6.
Yahoo! Okay, goodbye.
That is the end of your turn. Nero, that's you. You're fucking souped up.
All right, let's get even bigger. Hybrid transformation.
Yeah, you start contorting and shifting into your werewolf form, and the mycelium of the enhanceability and the arcane energy from the draw just kind of match and morph your new form.
I'm so fucking pumped.
Yeah, you. What do you do? You're basically right behind Regulus and Oyster. You guys, you just got to move like 20 feet and can start attacking this fucker.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. I'm just adrenaline's going coursing through Nero's body like crazy, so he just wants to utilize all this.
Are you equipping your greatsword, or are you just going unarmed attacks?
I'm gonna do greatsword just because I can't use 2 strikes since the bonus action was used to transform.
Okay.
So just like in an instant, being powered by his bros, just goes straight to the mind witness.
Okay. Yeah, roll your greatsword attack.
24.
Absolutely hits.
14.
Yeah, you it's like kind of just hovering above you, so you just like at the apex of your swing, you manage to get like kind of its underside. Are you like hitting it, trying to go and hit its tendrils, or are you just trying to hit the entire thing?
I'll say tendrils because that's kind of the source of his power, I guess, from what we discerned, I think.
Some sort of amplification.
Yeah, you slash it for 14. You see it like you kind of get splattered with its own with its blood as you slash through it. Is there anything else in your turn that you want to do?
No, I think that's it. That's all I can do.
All right, so it's going to use one of its legendary actions to supercharge itself.
Oh.
You see that the tendrils...
So he too can power up like me.
You see... And you see the tendrils almost like tighten around the lodestone as pulsating energy flows into the mind witness, and you see that it just starts glowing from this like the deep red of its flesh to like purplish because of the blue energy inside of it. And you see that once again its eye tendrils shoot up and start looking at all of you, and it's going to, let's see who it hits again. Only one is going to hit, and it's going to hit Nero. Okay, so I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Oh, natural 1.
Oof.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, not that bad. So you take 20 psychic damage.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
And 10 lightning damage.
Oh. Ah!
You see one of the eyes just locks onto Nero, and a beam of sickly green energy wraps around Nero and just starts like choking him. And you see that this smoky beam gets charged by the lodestone's energy, and you get fucked up.
Yeah, the thing that Oyster put on me completely shatters as soon as it grabs onto me.
All right, that is the end of its turn. At the top of the order is another lair action.
Make it stop.
All right, so you guys all see you didn't really see this before, but now as you're closer, you see directly above the mind witness, around the pillar, are a handful of like holes that are burrowed into the ceiling, and you see from a couple of the holes 2 small little gazers float down. You see that they're kind of like also charged by the lodestone, these little green creatures, and you see that they're kind of like rotting. You see they kind of look like zombified versions of the gazers, and they're going to immediately use their eye rays. So, all right. Well, this is all going to happen on Oyster. So,
Oh no.
both of the gazers are going to lock onto.
Oyster!
Don't worry, I'm. And you see two of the tendrils lock onto him. Frosty, cold, like icicles start shooting out of these eyes. And Oyster rolled a nat 1 on the save.
Oh no.
Takes 20 cold damage. And you see Oyster is fucked up. You see he just gets buffeted by all these icicles. And you see like a handful like hit in his chest, in his shoulders, a couple in his legs, as he just starts bleeding from these wounds. He says, things are not looking great. And that is the end of his turn. You also, the end of the lair action. You also see that immediately these gazers explode and die.
Oh.
As if the arcane energy holding within them is like too strong for them to contain it. But that is now top of the order Regulus.
All right. Who is Oyster next to anyone?
He's right next to you.
He's right next to me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'll reach over, grab him on the shoulder, and cast a little bit of Cure Wounds on him.
He was at 2 HP.
You seem to be doing a lot more of the tanking. So, which I appreciate, but
Very
I
unfortunate.
had thought, well, there you go. Max heal.
Healing for 11.
I like how the most healing he's done in one sitting is on an NPC.
Yeah.
God is
Wait.
that?
Is anybody else within 10 feet of me?
Nero is. Or yeah, Nero is. So
Okay. So, Nero, you gain 6 HP.
Oh, thank you.
you see the spectral images of cards quickly envelop Nero and heal as you heal Oyster.
Like dealing them out to everybody. There you go.
Here. You heal everyone up. That is now Oyster's turn. With his quarterstaff, he is going to use the Shillelagh attack. And nat 20 on his attack.
Let's
so he's going to do, not the worst. Not the best either. He does 12 bludgeoning damage with his empowered quarterstaff. Impacts like the side of the Mind Witness, like one of the tendrils as well. And you see the Mind Witness just kind of reels back in pain. That is now Demonia. I would say you did fall to the ground at the end of the Mind Witness turn last round.
Ow.
Roll a dexterity save.
14.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning as you land 30 feet down on the ground.
Damn.
But yeah, now it's your turn.
Is its tendril still alive? The one I was shooting at?
Yeah, it's still holding on.
God.
I mean, if you think about it, you only shot it once.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay. Again! 18.
18 hits.
Can I do a daisy shot again?
Do you also want to do disarming?
Oh, if I disarm it, will it let go?
Read disarming.
But it's like an object.
A pillar is an object.
Okay. Alright, let's go.
So a strength save. DC 13.
It's got little noodly arms. It can't possibly hold on, right?
But it does have several of them.
Natural 3. So you shoot and pierce with your bullet, and you see the tendril start gushing blood and let go of the pillar as it just starts flailing, spitting blood out of the tendril. And you just hear the Mind Witness echoing into the cave around you. That is one tendril off of the pillar. So there's 3 more still attached. That is Nero. That's you.
Not feeling as pumped anymore, but let's go. I guess I'll use my claws and attack the tendril I was already attacking.
Okay.
And I'll do it twice. So it was an action and bonus action. 16. 22. Does that hit?
That hits.
So 10 and 6.
You are basically digging into this tendril, and with the amount of damage you do, you see that it starts reeling back and another tendril lets loose of the pillar.
Ah, yes.
That is the end of your turn. That is now the Mind Witness's turn. It's going to use its legendary action to feast. You see that the tendrils that are still attached to the lodestone tighten again, and you see that the energy feeding into the Mind Witness slowly closes up its wounds, but you see that its eyes all close, and you see that it is currently going to sleep, and you see that it's going to sleep for 3 turns. Yeah, you see it's you see this energy is slowly feeding into the Mind Witness, and some of its wounds are closing up.
Okay.
That is the end of your turn. This round, no lair actions happen. That is top of the order, Regulus.
All right. Well, it's sleeping now. Are any of the... How high up is it? Could I reach one of the tentacles and just bat it down?
Oyster and Nero are just like hitting at it like a piñata, so you can definitely reach for it.
Perfect. All right. I'm gonna go around and slap it with my mace, aiming at one of the tentacles attached to the lodestone. Come on, Regulus, you can do this. Let's go. 9.
You go and like walk up to it and step on the trail of your robe and like trip and miss the swing on your mace.
Oh. Oops.
You miss, like you whiff right in front of everyone.
Damn, I'm not even going to try. I tripped.
I'll just pretend like I'm not looking.
Yeah, Oyster also pretends he's not looking.
I'm staring and laughing.
This is my secondary job. Listen, I heal sometimes.
That's Oyster. Oyster is now. He still has his shillelagh empowered quarterstaff and is going to attack on the Mind Witness still. That will hit as he does. He does another 8 points of damage to it. You see that this Mind Witness is like, it's very hurt.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like it's you see that like whatever some of its wounds are closing up, but like it's also like kind of drooling blood, like it's internally bleeding.
I forgot that the tentacles are attached to it, so we're actually damaging it. I forgot. I don't know why I separated the two.
We're just ripping its limbs off, man.
That is the end of Oyster's turn. That is now Demonia.
Can I go up 35 feet?
Yeah, you can basically get in range, like in melee range of it if you want. Everyone, I was gonna say everyone can just move up and surround it if you want to.
Wait, can we flank it, or can I flank a tendril?
I'm gonna. Here's the thing, because it's above you.
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense.
The flanking would be like if you're surrounding it on the same level, but since it's above you, I would say no.
Okay, that's fair.
Can I cook it? I have cook's utensils.
Okay, what about them?
What are you gonna do with those new tentacles, Demonia?
I wanna cook it and eat it.
Okay,
I think it needs to be dead first.
Just
No, eat it alive.
Oh.
Like sashimi? Or...
Okay, so...
I should have taken anatomy. I don't know how safe this is to eat, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like Regulus, you've read about aberrations. Their meat definitely not edible.
Oh.
Up to you if you want to share this information with Demonia.
I'm like still getting up, trying to compose myself while being like, it's you might have stomach nightmares, but I mean, I don't know.
Okay, never mind then.
You know, there's a difference between edible and just straight up poisonous. Like other monsters would eat it, but you know, physiology is different depending on the creature. So you're like slowly pulling your cooked utensils out, and then Regulus tells you about this information, and slowly put them back in your bag. Is there anything else you want to do?
So it's sleeping, right?
Yeah, it's sleeping.
So if it's sleeping, does it still count as turns? Like we're still doing turns?
Yes, you're still in combat.
Oh.
Why are you disappointed?
Because I thought we could Can't we just take the peoples and run away? Or nah?
I'm going to tell you now, it is sleeping, but there is still initiative. So you can take one person on your turn.
Maybe I'll just attack it then. Yeah, I'll aim its main eye.
Okay. Yeah. Roll your die.
Ah, damn it. 11.
Nah. You're so invested in trying to figure out what to do that by the time you start shooting, you're like kind of like, it still looks pretty delicious when you whip your shot. It just kind of hits the ceiling above you. That is your turn. That is now Nero.
All right, I'm gonna attack a tendril
Okay.
with both my claws. 9.
That's a miss.
17.
That hits.
11.
You continue to claw into the one that one of the two that are still attached. It doesn't let go, but it is like slowly loosening its grip.
Does the guy wake up, or is he still sleeping even after that?
It's still sleeping.
Interesting. Okay. That is my turn.
That is now the Mind Witness is asleep. That is now top of the order. The another lair action. I'm gonna need another dex save as once again the lodestone starts humming with arcane energy.
Oh, natural 1. It's my second natural 1. Fuck.
10. Let's go.
15.
Okay, so Nero and Regulus, you take 11 lightning damage.
Oh, lightning. Fuck.
And Demonia, you take 5.
Ugh.
And yeah, top of the order, Regulus.
All right. Time to prove that I mostly heal myself.
Okay.
I will cast Cure Wounds on myself. Healing 12.
Okay.
And then, how's everybody else looking?
Nero's sweating and heavily breathing. And, like, his sword, he's leaning on his sword when he's not attacking.
I, like, give a little wink to Nero as I give him a 7 HP.
Thank you.
No problem.
What did the wink mean? What does it mean?
It's how I deliver my magic sometimes.
Oh, magic, I get it.
Yes.
That is now Oyster. Oyster is also going to heal. He's going to heal himself. He gets 13 HP back. Oyster says, I think we can take a few of these people out real quick, and then like a few of us can take people out, and a few of us can finish off this monster here.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'll definitely stay here and try and finish it off.
Okay. Demonia, do you want to just take your brother out?
Yeah.
So it's now your turn. So if you want, just do a strength check to just
Okay.
try and lift your brother.
15.
That's a save, but it will allow it.
Oh, whoops, my bad. Oh.
So with the 15, definitely not that 9. With the 15, you basically like grab the one arm of Hugo and put it around your shoulder and neck, and just start like helping him hop along. You see he's like semi-conscious, and just looks over to you. Demonia, is that you?
Yes.
You see him just kind of come in and out. But you do manage to bring him up to the entrance of the cave. I'll say that is your turn. Nero, that's you.
Yeah, attack this thing again with my claws. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Whoa,
Rest in peace.
yeah.
Did another one. That's 13.
Only in that 20 hits.
Okay. So 17.
Ooh, sheesh. The tendril that you are attacking, let's go. You see it's now hovering in the air with one single tendril attached. And you see on the Mind Witness's third turn, all of its eyes open up as you see crackling arcane energy in its pupil. And it's going to use its eye rays on everyone in the room. Hugo, Demonia, Regulus, Oyster, Nero.
Well, Demonia brought her brother up, so
It's still in range.
Oh, okay.
No goodness.
And all of the people that are in front of you too.
Oh my god.
Joe.
You essentially see a laser light show coming out of its eyes, just like shooting beams of light everywhere, different like blues and greens and reds, just kind of going everywhere. I need everyone to roll an intelligence save.
8.
Would I be able to resist this with protection against good and evil?
No.
No.
19.
8.
A demonio with another nat 20. What the fuck?
Nat 20 minus 1. All right. Oyster saves. All right. So
It's been an honor, everyone.
all of these tendrils go fucking nuts, and everyone takes 27 psychic damage.
Holy fuck. Nero's unconscious.
Oh, I am down.
Demonia have to 13.
Fuck! Dude, my brother's gonna die.
You see that the one of the several beams dance lighting all over the place hits Hugo, and you feel like the strength wrapped around you from his arm go limp. And Oyster is down.
Oh, what? The campaign.
I have 4 HP.
Okay.
Okay, campaign's over.
You see Oyster, Regulus, and Nero, you guys are basically in like the blast radius, just immediately in front of it, and are beamed down by the eye rays. And Demonia, you see that the Mind Witness starts like grinning with this very jagged yellow teeth. And then you see that the arcane energy from the lodestone starts emitting a brighter light as the tendril that is still wrapped around is being fed the arcane energy from the lodestone. And you see that the Mind Witness is like as the energy in the lodestone starts cooking and sizzling, and you hear flesh start burning and boiling as the Might Witness starts melting from the intense energy building up inside of it. And you see that its front eye bursts out of its body and falls to the ground. You see that once again the room disperses with this arcane energy, almost like a wave of energy blasts through this room, through the walls, and you feel the entire island lurch downward for a second. And then you feel your body get pulled to the ground as you now feel the island start raising upward. The other three of you are... Oh, shit! I didn't say it, but I was about to. So we're going to do death saves. Nero, you just rolled the natural 1, so you have 2 failures.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That's my 4th or 3rd natural 1? Holy fuck.
Regulus, that's now your death save. As this is happening, Demonia, if there's anything you want to do...
I grab my ICSG and I yell, I'm already
What did you say?
Yes, you grab your necklace and say the Iron Harmonia Glitter Drop and I need help. And immediately your dad teleports right beside you.
What?
And he says, "What's wrong?" And immediately sees you and Hugo, and you point over to Regulus and Nero, and he says to you, "Do I just help Nero and Regulus? What's going on?"
Everyone's about to die, Dad! Except me. I'm kind of not dead yet.
Harold Jr. is going to run over to Nero and is going to try and stabilize you. You see that when Harold Jr. teleports here, you see he just has like a greatsword in his hands, ready to fight. But he like sees that your friends are down and puts his sword away, and he just has a medicine kit. So he's going to try and stabilize Nero.
Okay.
So basically, on your next death save, you get advantage. But as this happens, Regulus roll a death save.
Oh god.
All right. Oh no!
That's a failure. Oyster's rolling his. That's success.
Yes.
Let's go, Oyster.
Yes!
Okay.
Dun dun.
Nero,
With
you have advantage.
I wonder if it warps through this.
Jason, can I also reload my gun during all this?
Oh, 19.
Let's go!
You're reloading your gun while crying. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. That's a success.
I almost died, guys. Well, I still can almost die.
Okay. Harold Jr. yells over to Demonia, and he just says, "We don't have enough time. Get here," and just like gestures you to rush over to him with Hugo.
I Naruto run over.
Okay, you see him start drawing a sigil, like a 10-foot diameter sigil, essentially a teleportation circle, and just starts drawing all over the like people around you, and Nero and Regulus and Oyster, and just starts putting down arcane sigils and symbols in this perfect pattern. And you see him put the chalk away and rub his hands together and slam his hands against the floor. And you see that the arcane symbols light up in a radial pattern as you see a white light glow around you guys and teleport you out. And almost like your body and mind get stretched across a horizon. You feel your mind get woozy for a second as you suddenly, and everyone in this teleportation circle lands in the center of the glitter drop cannery work floor. As you see like a hidden sigil teleportation circle in the ground. And you see that Harold Jr. points and immediately sees Harlow and just tells Harlow, heal him up right now. And Harlow comes and starts just casting cure wounds on everyone. And Nero, Regulus, Oyster, and Hugo you guys are basically at 1 HP.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey, out of curiosity, let's see what happened if I rolled one more d20, huh? Well, let's just see.
Let's just see what happens. This is an alternate timeline.
Oh, success.
Ooh,
Okay.
good.
Just out of curiosity.
Demodia, why do you have your gun out?
Huh? What?
Yeah, you see that Demonia is still reloading her gun.
Oh, we're here.
wiping tears.
Home sweet home.
Harold Jr. speaks up. Everyone's safe. How's everyone doing? And he sees Hugo, falls to his knees and just like caresses him. And you hear Hugo faintly speak up and he says, "Hey Dad, so the jamboree was pretty fun." And you see that Hugo is saved, and you guys are back in the cannery. You don't know what happened to Ethren, but you are now back on Flit. And that is where we will end this session for today.
Oh, shit. You left your dad's boat on Ethren.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
I assume it floated back up to like where the level where all the other islands are, though, right? So you can go back and get it.
I'll say that like quickly, Demone, you explained that like you felt the island rise. So however you can interpret that and tell them, or however you all interpret that. But yeah, thank you all so much for listening to another episode. Once again, for any updates and more, don't forget to follow us on our social medias. That is at LoreDropPod, LoreDropPod. And once again, how's that for a lore drop?
GG.
Yeah.